This used to be the preserve of large corporates with huge departments dedicated to doing good, to CSR, to giving back. That's no longer the case. It's now not only possible, but really, really easy for even the tiniest micro businesses, sole traders, to embed this behavior into what they do. And thirdly, I'll finish off with a few practical tips for anyone who wants to get involved. Business giving isn't as uncomplicated as individual giving. There's quite a lot of legal and tax and other complications that you need to know about, and we can help you deal with. So I'm just going to start with the basics. Probably most of you know what cause marketing is, and maybe that's why you've come along to the session today. So apologies if this is to a degree patronizing, but I'm going to talk about one example. It's an awesome example. It's one of the best cause marketing campaigns ever run. It was done between Procter & Gamble, who create Pampers, and UNICEF. They identified a cause area. It was maternal and prenatal tetanus. Very few people have heard about it, but it was killing 400,000 mothers and children in the developing world every year. And they made it really, really simple. They said, for every pack we sell, Procter & Gamble will fund one vaccine to be given to a mother to prevent unnecessary death. It ran for many years. They eliminated the disease from multiple countries. They gave $32 million in total to UNICEF. Saved, the death rate now has gone down by 75-80%. Kills about 40,000 people rather than 210,000 people a year. And it's a triple win. Everybody wins. Obviously the beneficiaries getting vaccinated and their children don't die. Pretty important. Procter & Gamble, their brand by association, the good they do every time a customer buys their product, they feel good about the impact they're having. It's a very, very powerful win at a social impact and at a commercial level. And for UNICEF, not only are they fulfilling their mission with more funding than they otherwise would have had, the awareness of UNICEF and the work that they did was boosted hugely by all these consumers in the developed world hearing the story and the 300 million vaccinations that program funded. And what I find fascinating and a key takeaway is often these interventions are unbelievably cheap. I mean, try and have a guess, how much do you think it costs to deliver a vaccination via this program? It's the closest pound, say. Anybody feeling brave, want to have a guess? 25p we hear, not bad.
£1.
7 pennies.
Oh,
Sorry, what were you going to guess?
£1. A pound. £1.
Speak up.
£1.
7p.
Oh, 7p.
7p to deliver a vaccine to save somebody's life. So it's cause marketing. It's pretty simple. You link donations directly to sales of goods and services in a way that engages your stakeholders. You do good every time somebody engages with you commercially. And I'm going to rattle through a handful of surveys and stats just to try and give you compelling evidence as to why giving is good for business. I always used to think about this as being three areas: clients, people, and reputation. But I've thrown a fourth one in there as a bonus: funding, because the world continues to evolve. It is now also affecting companies' ability to get funding. There are so many surveys and so many statistics around this, so I'm just going to play with one each. If this computer will behave itself. In one survey, 89% of respondents said they would switch between brands of equal quality to support one that was going to benefit a good cause. Why wouldn't any business put a little bit of that into their story? For people, 83%. I apologise, not for my computer. 83% of people will be more loyal to a company. Sorry about this. That helps them contribute to social and environmental issues, particularly the millennial generation beyond. this meta trend of purposes in business is getting stronger and stronger. If you want to attract, retain, and motivate the staff, giving back, doing some good is incredibly important. And also on reputation, businesses with a clear brand purpose grew on average 3 times faster than businesses that didn't have that. As I said, I'm going to throw in a bonus fourth one here, funding as well. And you may feel rightly that this doesn't necessarily apply to the sort of smaller businesses that may be the large participants in this conference. But this guy is the CEO of BlackRock. They're the world's largest fund manager. They control $6 trillion of the world's investable wealth. And they invest into companies. As of about 18 months ago, they said one of the lenses they were going to use to choose which companies to back was a company's social purpose. So they're saying a company that doesn't have social purpose at the core of its essence will lose its license to operate with all stakeholders. By stakeholders, they mean staff, they mean customers. And that's pretty powerful. So you put all those 4 things together, you're trying to motivate your customers, your people, you want your brand and your reputation to be strong, and you have to fund your business. If all of those are very positively impacted by doing good, there's an incredibly strong commercial imperative to do the stuff, frankly, even if it doesn't come from the heart. Those are the surveys that are kind of wide-ranging statistics, but let's talk about 2 specific business examples. So I think that evidence is also very compelling. Unilever, massive global corporate, very good at giving back. They have thousands of different brands. So this is their, until recent CEO. Their brands in which they embed a social mission are growing on average 30% faster than those brands without. And in a portfolio of thousands of brands, that is statistically incredibly significant. There's no arguing that this is lies and statistics and damn lies. If we do move down the company size scale a little bit, I'm guessing nobody here will have heard of this business. They're called Wild Hearts. They're based in Scotland. Sounds like they should have Mel Gibson at the front, charging south, his face painted blue, with war cries. Actually, they sell stationery to large corporates, paper clips, blank bits of white paper. It's not quite so sort of heart-racingly exciting. They do, however, do purpose brilliantly. They happen to set it up as a social enterprise under which they give 100% of all profits to cause. They have their own foundation, and they fund microfinance in particular, so empowering women in rural sub-Saharan Africa with funds and the business training to be able to lift themselves and their families out of poverty. They have a few other programs I don't really have time to go into, but they're brilliant at this stuff. So imagine you are the world's biggest law firm based in the city, and you spend £20 million a year on buying paper clips, sandpaper, and other good things like that. Are you going to go and buy them from somebody who doesn't have the story behind them? Or is this going to be a massive differentiator that makes you really want to deal with these guys? And again, I haven't got enough slides for all the evidence. The customers will pay significantly more. They'll become way less price sensitive if they think they're doing good at the same time as trading with you. So I'm going to pause for a second. We're going to play a game. And I definitely need some audience participation for this one. I don't know how many of you have seen the game show Whose Line Is It Anyway? They have a round where they put up the answer on the screen, and then they get all these wonderful comedians to come up with a hilarious question that fits the answer. So, in the context of business giving, 2% is the answer. What is the question, please? No, if you know the answer, that's chief. Yes. Close but no banana. Was there a hand up at the front?
I was going to say the same thing.
Of the £20 billion that goes to charities in the UK each year, 2% comes from businesses. It's not by transaction, that's by actual money. 40% of the pie comes from individuals, so people like you and I giving to people or causes we care about is 20 times bigger in absolute terms than the amount of money that businesses give to charity, which I find staggeringly bad. If giving to charity is that powerfully good for business, why business is so bad at doing it. So we set up a platform called Work for Good to help businesses, and particularly smaller businesses that don't have dedicated departments and resources for this stuff, to do it. And what we do very simply is we enable businesses who aren't very good at IT to embed a little bit of charitable giving into their day-to-day. And I'm going to rattle through 5 or 6 quick examples just to give you a taste of what that looks like. Zoe runs a hypnobirthing clinic. She gives 10% of every invoice to charities that work in Africa, helping people have safe births. So if you're there, you're going through childbirth, you've paid your course fee, you get a great service, but also you feel that people in a similar life place as you, but in a much less fortunate geographical place than you, are going to benefit because you worked with them. It's incredibly good for customer loyalty, for referrals and everything else. She feels good about it, her customers feel good about it, the charity feels good about it. This is a recruitment company, a digital online recruitment company. They do what a lot of our businesses do, which is they like to incentivize referrals. They like to get members that like what they do, tell other people to sign up to a service. Member-to-member referrals is incredibly good for user acquisition. And putting a soft charity halo around it, asking your members to refer other members, and if they do, you'll give £50 to a charity of their choice, works incredibly well. So charitable giving can drive positive business outcomes. This very much philosophically is moving away from business owners writing a check at Christmas because they can, but not talking to anybody about it because that's vulgar to show off how your good works. Embed it into the day-to-day of your business, differentiate your business, and inspire others to follow suit. This is a restaurant. They have a charity table, big poster above it talking about their values, why they want to give back, how it works. And how it works is they give away the profit from every meal at that one table in the restaurant, which they can afford to do. They've got a list of 8 charities. They let their customers choose which charity is going to receive the donation because their customers decided to eat there that day. Again, very good for client engagement, word of mouth referrals that have been written up in the local press because it's innovative and fun, great free PR. I'm sure that they make 5 times more in extra revenue versus how much they give away to cause. This is another digital service. It's a wellness kind of career advice portal. They charge people £20 a month to use the service. After you've paid your £20 a month, this page pops out saying we want to give £1 a month back to cause, 5%. And again, just one click, they let the person who's just subscribed choose a wellness charity that the business will give back to on the back of their subscription. Like I said, it works even for sole traders. Kim is a sole trader. She works in market stalls around London. She makes alcoholic crumbles. I've never tried one, but I can't wait for the day. And she gives 20p to the World Wildlife Fund from everyone. Since she's been talking about this and putting it as part of her story, she says she's had almost a 50% increase in sales because alcoholic crumbles seem to me attractive enough of themselves. Put a charity kicker on top. It's a happy story. And finally, I do a few podcasts. I got interviewed by this network called Tech Talks. And very spontaneously, I said, well, listen, why don't we just try an experiment? Why don't you and I promise that we'll fund clean water to a family in sub-Saharan Africa for a month for every listener to this podcast over the next 7 days. It's the most listened to podcast they've ever put out there, and not because I'm particularly charismatic. It just works. And again, I won't go through the maths, but the amount of pennies that cost, we actually gave a lot more than the calculations would have suggested. If you work out how much it costs per person per day to build a well in the last 5 years and serve 500 people, you can have a lot of impact on a very small donation. So just a little bit about us. We're an online platform. We're a bit like a Just Giving, but uniquely built to help business giving. And business giving, as I said at the beginning, is a little bit more complicated. I'll talk you through some of that on the next slide. But basically, we sign up hundreds of charities on this side, and we sign up hundreds of businesses on the other side, and we make it easy for those charities and businesses to connect with each other, to make pledges, to fulfill pledges, and to tell their giving stories together. One obvious question, we'll open up for questions in a bit, but I'm going to dive straight into this because it's the most obvious one. Is why do you actually need an intermediary to give to charity? Some parts of this, with all the examples on there, simply wouldn't be possible in the UK without us. Some parts of this is nice to have, it's convenient, it helps, it's good marketing, etc. And there's some parts where simply we facilitate something that couldn't happen. So let me run through very quickly. From the top, going clockwise, advisory services. We have hundreds of businesses doing this stuff. Method of motivation is very customized, it's very different in different industries. But we love helping businesses design giving schemes. And it doesn't take a lot of creativity to come up with something that drives exactly the kind of business behavior that you're trying to encourage in your model. But we help with that, because it's not obvious to people who haven't thought about the space before. We help people find charities as part of that. Are they charities that align with your personal values, with what your business does, or are you just going to let your customers choose because that's a clever way of engaging them because they have their own charity personal stories? The third one, tax and legal compliance. Bear with me, this is boring but very important. In the UK, if you link charitable donations to what you do commercially, to sales of goods and services, there's a world of tax and legal pay. There's a part of the Charities Act that says you have to approach each and every charity you'd like to give to and ask them if they're willing to negotiate a document called a commercial participation agreement with you. For most of the biggest brands, unless you can give them 25, sometimes 50, 100, 150,000 pounds per annum, they'll turn you away for being too small. So the weird reality in the UK, which again is shocking, is that big brands are turning away 5 business approaches a week because they can't handle it. Well, there used to be people like World Wildlife Fund now, Friends of the Earth, WaterAid, just go, it's wonderful you want to support us, would you mind doing it through our friends at Work for Good? So the good news is, we've solved all of that. There's also some HMRC VAT risk stuff, if you're linking donations to sales. The tax man gets interested because they see it as marketing spend, not pure philanthropy. We've solved all of this, we made it go away. You can sign up, become a Work for Good member business in 2 minutes online, and then you can start making pledges to whichever charities you like, lots of them if you like, without having to approach the charities, negotiate docs, be turned away for being too small, and all entirely compliantly with all the Charities Act and VAT regs. So dull stuff, but it's pretty important, because if you want to do this stuff easily and do this stuff compliantly, we're uniquely able to help with that. Client engagement I talked about a little bit, letting your clients choose charities works really well. We have a digital part of the platform that allows you to digitally delegate invoice by invoice to your clients, to either tell them you're giving to charity on the back of their comments, and or indeed let them choose a charity to give to. Single donation portal, again, if you're using that kind of approach, some people choose to give to one charity, others like to give to lots or let their clients choose. If you're doing that, you can end up quarterly settling up pledges with 20 different charities. Having a single portal where you can do that for lots of little small amounts in a few clicks, keep all your tax deductible receipts in one place, because donations to charity out of a business are deductible against your profits. Then we might make that kind of admin and execution side super easy, and you just download a CSV of all your donations, give them to your accountant, and reduce your tax bill come the year end. Marketing is an important part. As I said, we're trying to get businesses away from British modesty into the place where business owners give in a way that's visible, transparent, linked to what they do, and then tell their story in a way that is both a differentiator for their business, but also hopefully it inspires and engages more and more of the 6 million UK SMEs out there to get involved. So there are various things we allow businesses to put up a profile on our website, which is good for SEO, to tell their business story and their giving story. We have a design agency that likes what we do so much, they will build a giving page on your website, pro bono, if you need help doing that, to tell your giving story. We promote our members' giving stories through our social channels, etc., etc. So we're very much about getting the stories out there and helping people promote them themselves. So that's kind of how we're able to help. And not every part of that value exchange applies to every business. If you just want to write a check to a charity you already know as a one-off at Christmas and not embedded in the fabric of your business, please do it direct. So here's a final thought before I open up for questions. There is no amount of donation that's too small. We've had donations from below £2. The largest one to date is 90,000. There is no right amount. It fits for any size. We have hundreds of sole traders, and they can't necessarily afford to give vast amounts. But even a small amount of giving makes a difference both to how a business is perceived and to the charities. And if you look at the power of small, there are 6 million SMEs in the UK. They have about $2 trillion of turnover. So those of you good at maths can already tell what the next slide's going to say. But our mission is to just get, in the first stage, to 1 in 20 SMEs giving up the equivalent of 2 days revenue a year, 0.7% of revenue. When we get there, that will create a new channel of philanthropic funding of £1 billion a year in the UK. And our aspirations go beyond the UK. So that's it. Business, to reiterate where I started, embedding even a tiny bit of charitable giving into what you do commercially is really good for business and is really good for cause. Finally, if you want to talk more, we're going to stay here for a few minutes afterwards. We're on stand 466. We do charge an annual membership subscription for businesses to be Work for Good member businesses, to use the platform, to use our mark, etc. We're trying a new thing we've never done before. We're giving away 50 subscriptions free at the business show. I think we're about 30 or 40 down already. But if you'd like one of the remaining free ones, just to try out membership for a year, see if it works for you. We don't charge much anyway. It's £25 a year for a sole trader, £75 for a business up to 10 people. It's a relatively, in our minds anyway, token fee for using the platform. But if you want to try it for free, we're signing up registrations at the stand or indeed possibly through my colleagues at the back afterwards. Finally, I don't know if you saw this on social, but for everybody who came along and sat down in the session, we're going to make a donation through Trees for Cities to plant a tree in the UK, and for anyone who retweeted us on social. Thank you for turning up, thank you for doing a little bit of good just by listening. And if any of this resonates, we'd love to connect with you. So thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, good. Should we start off just there?
I've got 2 questions. The first relates to the second. Is the merge of commercial interests with social community interests the future of how business and how the system of capitalism is to survive in an ever-conscious world?
My memory and retention aren't that good. I never get how people get 3 questions together. I didn't fully hear the first bit, but if I think I'm answering the right question, yeah, I think if you look at the power of business, if you look at how the biggest businesses, the tech giants controlling the world, are now more powerful than governments, and then you look at the growth of small businesses, and in the UK, SMEs are 55 to 60% subject to which stats you read of economic output. So they are bigger than the big businesses in total. So if business as a force for good doesn't succeed, I am very pessimistic on how we solve some societal problems. And I think the expectations of all stakeholders, that businesses should be about more than profit, and they'll vote with their spending dollars and with their choice of employers. Businesses have no choice but to go in that direction out of pure self-interest. So I think businesses as a force for good have the size to deliver on that and have to if they're not going to fail. So I'm really, really optimistic, but there's a long, long way to go.
Adaptive conscious awareness of the consumers, much more active about the environment and stuff like that. Now, my last question, which relates to that, is it just a PR stunt?
No. I think it's come a long way. I think it used to be seen as a sticking plaster, the kind of big company CSR, and rightly so. I think individuals, consumers, people have become dramatically smarter about seeing through the BS. As a PR company we worked with briefly, they put out a report called How Not to Fuck Up on Purpose, because a bunch of big brands have tried to ride this purpose wave and got it really badly wrong. Because it wasn't done from the top of leadership, it wasn't permeating every part of an institution's DNA. And if you don't do it well, people will see through it. So it's come from that background, but I think at the big cap level, people know who the leaders are in the space who do it really well, and people see through frauds. And at the micro business end, I can just tell you from hundreds of businesses we have, a lot of people see the commercial advantage, the marketing benefit, but almost everybody does it from the heart to a degree, and that's normally the primary driver. And the younger the generations, the millennials and then beyond, that sense of purpose is really, really authentic, and they're the leaders of the future.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. Funny enough, I've just read a book, and it's called Gratitude in You, and it's available on Amazon. And funny enough, the last chapter really talks about this. But my question to you is, what's the benefit for, apart from commercial, and a feel-good factor? Because I would love to be able to do this to donate, etc. Obviously, I don't make much profit from the book itself, but I would love to give a small donation particularly from the sales that I make. But what other benefit apart from the being commercial?
Good question. I can't think of any. I think that's good enough. If you feel good, your customers feel good, you benefit society, and you sell more books because people are less price sensitive and sort of just more motivated to buy the book in the first place. And or more people talk about it. Like, oh, it's a really good book. Oh, and they planted a tree because I bought it or something. Which frankly can be done for £1. So it's, you can do these things that aren't expensive, that can fit within your margins, even if you have much profit. So frankly, I think there's a real ROI, or return on investment. We have a design scheme that costs pennies, but you don't want to be disingenuous and kind of pretend to be doing something you're not. But the impact, the cost of certain impacts, sounds a lot better in impact terms than it does in pennies. Do something like that, and just say for everybody who refers somebody else to buy my book, I'll give £1 to cause if your margins are £5. You're up £4 for everybody who does that because you've made a pledge. So it is those two things you said, but if you drive commerce and drive business growth and everyone feels good and you benefit society, that's the triple win. I don't think it's slightly greedy to want more. Don't ever feel bad about small. The power of small, honestly, cumulative power of millions of SMEs is extraordinary potential.
Quite close to Hi, I'm Sammy. I've got a profitable business already, and I would love to give to charity. Can I claim any sort of tax relief from instead of paying tax? I don't like paying tax. Oh, I don't like paying tax. So is there a way I can claim some tax relief?
Yeah, all donations to UK registered charities are tax deductible, which means it'll reduce your profits by the 20 or 19% of tax on your profits you would have paid. You don't get 100% back. Sadly, it's not that good. Although I have been advised, and I am thinking when time allows, to try and lobby the government as to whether they can try and drive more business philanthropy by increasing the tax breaks on business giving, which would be brilliant. I don't suspect it's going to happen very fast. I wouldn't want to make promises on that. But if you give 100 to a charity, you'll get 19 or 20 back against your profits.
That's good.
And this is probably a really nerdy one, but because the aesthetics are different, we actually did the full analysis that if you are a business owner and you own your whole business, it's actually easier at an admin level, but also, subject to your circumstances, more tax efficient to give from your business rather than pay yourself from your business and then give personally to charity. So it's easier because you don't have to then do the personal tax returns, particularly if you're higher age and you have to claim back the extra, all that kind of good stuff. But also the numbers work out, again, subject to a few different input assumptions on your business and your personal circumstances. It's actually more tax efficient to give directly from your business, let alone whether it makes your customers love you more.
If the customers only take tax manuals, or the recipient chose to have to claim different. Secondly, if people join Work for God, can you use a logo on the page?
So the second one, yes, absolutely. Our logo, everyone loves it. The paperclip folders are heart, and we are not a universally known brand yet, but businesses are using it really creatively, physically and digitally to tell their giving story. It's part of the marketing side of how we help businesses tell their giving story. So people put on business cards, websites, RFPs, email footers, where it's digital, make it clickable to your giving page on your website or ours. So that whole piece, yes, absolutely. Use the mark as the umbrella branding around your kind of social give back. That works really powerfully. The first question I don't think I heard completely. You're talking about from customers aren't UK tax residents. The tax residency of customers doesn't matter because what we're encouraging here is business giving. So this is different from a lot of the traditional schemes where you go to a pizza chain and they add something to your bill without asking you, and you can opt out, but you don't because it's a couple of quid and it goes to a charity you probably don't have a personal connection with. We're talking about businesses pledging to make the donation. So the underlying commercial transaction between you and your clients is independent of that. You link the giving to it because it makes them feel good and it gives it a kind of transparency. But their tax residency doesn't come into it. You sell them something for 100 and you say you can give 5 back. You can tell them you can buy back on the back of that invoice, you can let them choose the charity, all of those things, but the two things are legally and therefore from a tax perspective independent. Does that answer your question? So their tax status doesn't really matter to this. The business makes the donation, the business gets the tax back. No, there's no, gift aid doesn't apply. Gift aid only applies to personal donations. In value, it's equivalent. It's about 20p in the pound. If you give it as an individual, the charity can claim back that 20p. The individual doesn't get anything back. In the business world, it's corporate tax. It happens within the business rather than the charity. So the business gives 100 to a charity, the charity gets 100, they can't claim anything on it. But the business gets the 20 back, so the business could have given 100, given 120, whatever the maths, 125, it'll cost them 100, the charity ends up 125. It's the same net economics, it's just done at different sources. Any final questions before we wrap it up? Oh, why did I start this? Right now, none of you are getting home quickly. I started because I did 25 years of investment banking, which was a really fun career, but not very soul-satisfying. And I started falling in love with the world of charity. When you're overworked and underpaid, sorry, the other way, overworked and overpaid, it's quite easy to write checks. Not so easy to get involved in a more experiential way in cause. And then I started chairing the charities committee where I worked. I started getting involved in the programs that we sponsored, mentoring social entrepreneurs, and I got all my personal growth out of this. And so I left the world of banking 4 years ago for a bunch of reasons, but professionally I wanted to take all of my energy into doing good. And I came across my co-founder Rupert Pick, whose story I haven't told today, though it is quite moving. Thought this was too brilliant an idea to leave sitting in a drawer gathering dust. And so I said, I'm going to go, get it going. And I thought I'll give it 6 months of my life pro bono. 3.5 years later, I'm still working harder than I ever worked in investment banking and still entirely unpaid. So it's been an amazing journey. And every time we sign up another small business who embeds a little bit of this into what they do, it feels good and it keeps us fired up as a team. Well, thank you all very much. Have a good afternoon.